I'm Kathy, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to check for a condition called Diastasis Recti. And Diastasis Recti means that the muscles of the abdomen, of the rectus abdominis, have separated. It also means that the tone and integrity of this area you can lose some of that tone and integrity. And this happens a lot during pregnancy. So most pregnant women will have some form of Diastasis Recti. And today I'll be showing you how to check for that. Now it's really important that you do this only postnatal. So this is just for postnatal ladies. It's been 6 weeks at least since you've had your baby. And if you'd like to check for yourself, you can do that. Your doctor can also check for you, but you also have the power to check for yourself. And that's what I'll be showing you today. And we'll begin by lying on the spine. Now to come down to the spine is one of the first things in healing postnatal is not to come back this way. That can actually cause the muscles to separate more, but to come down from your side. Come over to your side and then roll to your back. Begin here with the bottoms of the feet touching the floor and knees up, and the heels can be right underneath the knees. Now rest on the spine and take your hand, either right or left, and palpate, starting right underneath the chest. Palpate the midline of the abdomen. Now you're touching right through the center, and ideally you should feel some tension in that space. When there's a separation there, sometimes what happens is the fingers will sink in deeply and it'll feel really soft. Now you should have some give. If you push in, there should be some pop out. So that's what we're feeling for here. And I'd like for you to feel it within your own body. Now, after you've kind of had a little bit of experience with that, or some practice, go ahead and lift your head up and your shoulders up. Now, this may feel a little bit like a crunch, but you're not crunching. You're only lifting and looking at the center. Now, take the fingertips and again, palpate the midline. Check again. Now you may feel a little more tension this time. Now about 3 fingers above your navel, feel there. Now if you do feel a separation, you might feel the angle or the split between the abdomen. If you do feel that, you can check the separation by placing 1, 2, 3, or 4 fingers to see how wide that separation is. Now go ahead and rest your head back down. We'll do that again, checking 2 fingers below the navel. So take your head back up, shoulders up. You're looking towards your abdomen, and about 2 fingers below the belly button. Again, check the center and notice there if there's any deep indentation. Now, right around the belly button, there's going to be a big soft spot. That's normal. And you can check to see if you have 2 fingers. I initially, after I had my daughter, at least for a while, had about 2 finger separation. It seems to have closed a little bit more, but I can check myself and see the difference as the muscles start to tone and come back together. Up here, it seems to be okay for me, but below, 2 fingers below the navel is where I had some of the separation. That was for me. Now there's something simple. If you feel that you have diastasis recti, there's a simple exercise you can begin to do, and that's just a breathing exercise. Place your hands around your belly to use your transverse abdominis. So it's a little bit more, all these muscles that wrap around the waist. It's not just the rectus abdominis, but it's going to bring those muscles together, and it's also going to help to tone the area, to tone and bring more integrity to the area. Simply inhale and feel your belly expand. Now you don't want to push out your belly. This is a very gentle expansion. We're not trying to separate more. And then on the exhale, tone the muscles back towards your navel and squeeze until the last breath. That's the really important part. So you're still toning until the very last part of your exhale. Now on the inhale, expand again. It's a gentle expansion, open. And on the exhale, tone the muscles to the very last bit of your breath. And you can feel the hands moving as you do this. Repeat that again. Inhale, expand. Exhale, tone the muscles. And this is a dynamic movement. So you're not just squeezing and contracting and holding. The movement, the belly's actually moving out and then in. That motion is what's going to start to heal and bring some more integrity back into the abdominal muscles. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, expand, gentle expansion all the way around. And on the exhale, feel that same circular shape come in to the center, to the navel, to the very last breath. So you're squeezing until the very end of your exhale, and then release. So a simple breathing exercise. You're just inhaling and exhaling with awareness, a different awareness. Now to come up from your spine, come over to your side again. This is how you'll come up when you're getting out of the bed or whenever you're on your back to come up to seated. Even if you're doing an exercise routine, do that every single time. I recommend, again, wait 6 weeks postpartum before you do this to check yourself. And if you've had a C-section, you may have to wait even longer, and there's some other variables there. So I'd really recommend checking with your doctor on that. Now, if, again, you feel like you've had or you do have diastasis recti, there's some things you can do to avoid once you start your exercise routine. And the first thing to avoid is traditional abdominal exercises. That means crunches, these side oblique things, twisting, even these kind of up and down motions, because what that does is there's a separation and actually starts to make it wider and separate it more, so you're not really helping to bring more integrity to the center. So avoid the traditional stuff. Avoid deep back bending. If you're doing yoga practice and you're in these deep back bends, that's actually going to make it worse as well. So I would avoid deep back bends, avoid deep twisting. And also be aware of how you get up and down from your spine. We did this a little bit already. Make sure to come down to the spine, come up for your side, and roll down, and to come up, same thing, always come from your side, and then up. And the other thing you want to avoid if you're on your spine is to roll up. And sometimes in yoga classes, people do this. This doesn't help. So always from your side to come back up. And then another thing to avoid is high plank. If you're in high plank position, to modify while you're healing, from here, this is not going to really help the abdomen. It's actually going to spread it out a little more. Bring the knees down. Half plank will help you to bring some more stability through the pelvis and through the abdomen. So those are things that I recommend to start your transition. And I really appreciate you joining me today. So thank you, and may this information help you in this transition through postnatal. Thank you for joining me again. Namaste.